Hey yo, what's up guys? It's Javon Walton. You guys know me from Euphoria. This is a day in my life. What's my workout? Like, what's my, I love what I do. I have a lot of passion for what I do, but it's hard working. That's my drive. It's like I know like I gotta work hard to get to the next level, and knowing that I'm thinking about the bigger picture, that's what helps me really. My dream goal in boxing is to be a world champion, to go pro and be on that stage. Like even like when I'm at boxing fights, it's really cool being able to see the whole crowd like surrounded all over one ring. Like I wanna be in that ring and I wanna be competing at that stage. It's really cool. We all love to be around each other at all times, and we get to push each other, right? So if I'm lifting and my dad and my sister are down there, it makes me want to push myself and get better when they're down there because they motivate me.
Every training session is different. Last go round, here we go. Dig in there, full power. Good, Warner. That's normally like a, good 2.5 hour training session that's normally pretty intense every day. And sometimes we'll go too hard in training and need to step back a little bit because he had foot surgery, a couple years ago. As a fighter, Wana is a very dynamic kid, man. He's really strong, he has great speed. He's pretty slick for a kid. You don't necessarily think you're gonna get that from him. He's got great power in both hands. His lead hand is awesome power, his ring IQ. So I would say all around, he's a solid fighter.
My dad in my life is my manager, my trainer, and my dad, of course, So I'm sure it's hard for him to find a balance between all those. It's a lot of different jobs. But as a trainer, he acts like a coach.
So you had a little hitch in it.
Yeah. And I love having him as my trainer.
With balancing the boxing and acting, they both require so much time. I think Wana thinks it's easy to balance. I actually think it's a little bit more challenging because boxing requires just a full effort, a full focus.
I think we realized from a really young age that Wana was different. We would go to the playground and he would, find the track and he'd be out there running around the track. He was just always working. He was always like, there was something you could see like behind his eyes that he had goals even before he could even articulate what that was. In the beginning, when Wana first started fighting, if he didn't win, he was very down on himself, would immediately go home and start training. And I think some of that is good, but there's a part of that too that you have to find balance. And it took him a while to find that. And I really believe that acting helped him find that balance.
So if you mess up with some, the rest of those takes, the rest of the rounds, you gotta give it your all. You have to apply everything you got. Yeah. This is a typical breakfast: eggs, bacon, and athletic greens.
I really try to manage Wana's schedule in a way that it's not overwhelming to him.
When you're done, we're gonna go ahead and start school. Finish that up. Whatever we don't finish up before your workout, you can just pick up later on. At 1:30, we have podcast. And then at 5:30, Jay's team made it into the playoffs. Watch them tonight, so that's gonna be fun. All right, so I'm gonna let you eat and then we'll get started on school.
We've been kind of back and forth between actual public school and homeschooling.
Come on, Wana.
So the origin of my nickname Wana, from a very young age, I wanted to do everything. And then that's kind of like turned into Wana because my parents never set limitations on me. So it was always like, I wanna do this, I wanna do that. They started calling me Wana.
Wana was that kid in his kindergarten class drawing pictures of himself standing, with a gold medal around his neck, that he wanted to be an Olympian when he was 5 years old.
Alright guys, so we're gonna go and head into Catapult Studios where I got my start into the acting space, and Eric is my acting coach and he's the one that really got my start.
You're walking slowly. We good?
So what happened with Euphoria is I was on the Steve Harvey show when I was 11 years old or so. And after I got off the Steve Harvey, I was called by a casting director named Jennifer Vendetti, and was like, hey, do you have any interest in trying acting? It was so random though, because like I never even thought about acting. She sent over the Euphoria script, ended up reading, and I put myself on tape, and I got it immediately. They picked me for it, and that's the story of Euphoria. We're doing it in a little studio right here. Fire, we got the whole setup, the lights, the everything. I was green to acting. I had Euphoria under my belt, but I had this other role called Utopia.
When Juana first auditioned for Utopia, he didn't get the part. The casting director was like, no, this is the kid.
And he sent Eric my information. He really got all of what he needed out of me.
He's yelling at Juana, imagine your mom, she's dead on the ground.
It was like an intense crying scene, and he got it out, and I was like, wow, so this is acting.
All right, man. Thank you, man.
Yeah, man, of course.
All right. Appreciate you, brother.
Of course, I got you. Sneakercon invited us, so we're gonna head down. It's gonna be fire.
I was not prepared. The moment people really realized it was him, it was like the swarm, and it was just madness.
I got you.
That's for her. It's for her.
I actually loved it because it was like, you know, he got to see his fans like up close. I thought it was dope for Juana to like be surrounded with all those people, you know, get to meet them, take pictures with them, show them some love. That was probably the first time that I remember it being like that.
I was a little surprised. It was a lot of people. Man, I mean, they were pushing my security guard out of the way. It's like I feel like when you give back to the community, it helps you stay grounded, you know, and it keeps your humbleness and really keeps you just in touch with reality. So my origin for my love of sneakers was really like my dad that got me into sneakers, and I've kind of just been into them all, like my whole life. I had these Concords that I remember, Jordan 11 Concord Space Jams. They were my favorite shoes, absolutely love them. And ever since, I've just been in love with J's. I'm gonna take pictures with all y'all too. I usually set some time every single day to myself to be able to just chill out. Is it legal to drive golf carts on the road? So what I like to do for fun is I like riding my golf cart. That's a lot of fun for me. I would describe myself as a really good driver, except I like running stop signs. Are you ready for this? It's going to get a little crazy now. I'm not gonna lie, I drive the golf cart pretty crazy. It's so much easier when it's all muddy. And I like doing drifts, and I like doing donuts, and I like climbing hills with it. It's not very safe in a golf cart doing all that, but it's fun.
I have seen him drive the golf cart, and it drives me crazy. Because he's like the most reckless little dude on that thing. Until he wiped out in our cul-de-sac while they were doing construction, and there was gravel everywhere. He almost lost a nipple.
Yeah, man, I've made some people almost fall out before. Oh, you okay?
So every now and then I'll catch, if I'm coming through the neighborhood, he doesn't know I'm coming home, I catch him on a golf cart. I'm like, bro, come here, man, don't do that. Doing donuts and whipping that thing around, drifting on a golf cart. I'm like, too much, man.
You only live once, so you know it's good to get some crazy stuff out of crazy stuff done. So right now I'm headed back because I gotta go shower, I got a meeting, and then we're gonna have a big dinner with a bunch of our friends. It's gonna be super fun, so I'm excited for that. Well, that was the golf cart. We're gonna head over to Jaden's baseball game, and he's gonna do his thing.
Here we go, 1-4.
Well, I would say like our dynamic when we're hanging out is, you know, like we like to like mess around with each other. So we'll tease each other and stuff like that, but we're all super close with each other. bless me. Sorry, guys.
Bless yourself into the camera like that.
I mean, y'all will see that we love each other, man. I got my baby brother, Dalo. He's 7 years old. I have a twin brother. His name is Jaden. And me and him are both 15. And then I got my older sister, who's a volleyball player and also an actor. That's them. We're all super, super close, though. I'm really close with all my siblings, so I feel like that's really, really important, you know?
The same way that Cookie and Jaden are showing up at Juana's fights and cheering for him in the corner, equally important for Juana to show up for Cookie's volleyball games or for Jaden's baseball games. So Juana will be in the stands cheering on his brother.
Good stuff, number 5, let's go! Good stuff. I try to go to every single game because I feel like he's important. He supports me, he's at all my fights, so I want to make sure that I'm giving the same love back, and I'm going to all his games. So we're just gonna have a dinner with some of our friends. It's gonna be a pretty big dinner because they're all like big families, so we're just gonna have a chill dinner.
Our tribe, which is what we call our family, is absolutely everything to us. So it's the most important thing to us. Jessica and I feel like that's the most important part of our legacy. And really explaining to them that success has nothing to do with money. Success has to do with doing what you love and being great at it.
We wanted to build something that we didn't necessarily have as kids. I think because of that, we're all really close. It's funny because sometimes I'll hear moms say, oh, so-and-so's a teenager and, you know, they don't want to hang out with me anymore. And I'm thinking, my kids want to hang out with me. We get busy just like everybody else. But it's really important for us to find those moments where we can be like among our family, among our close friends, and give not just Juana, but our entire tribe the support and love that we all want and need.
All right, guys, I just wanted to say thank you all for coming. I wanted to make a toast to you and say how much we appreciate all of you and how much we love all of you. And thank you for coming tonight.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
10 years from now, to start off, I want to own a huge sneaker collection. I really want to succeed in boxing. I want to be a world champion in 10 years. And I want to do really big things in the acting space. Like I would love to do a Marvel or DC. I mean, even right now, like I want to play Robin for Batman. Like that would be really, really cool.
I hope long term he's just absolutely loving what he's doing and he continues to really love acting and boxing. And if he doesn't, then we'll shift gears.
I have people ask me where I see Juana 10 years from now, and the truth is I don't even think that the sky's the limit. I think it's just a view.
Man, what advice I give y'all is you mess up on something, the rest of those takes, the rest of the rounds, you gotta give it your all. You have to apply everything you got.
Overtime Fits keeps blessing me with all these fits, and you can cop them too. Head over to the OT shop and peep some of these new drops. All you gotta do is click the link below.